Big Data BizViz. So this is Avin. I am CEO and founder of Big Data BizViz LLC. My topic today to cover the basic idea behind writing this product, what this company does, and basically introducing the features of this product. So if you look at it, the product has been designed to provide 360-degree view of the data. So in any organization, the content is disparate, and it needs to be given to different type of users. In large enterprises, there are different people with different type of user management, user access, and preferences. So all those things are incorporated into a platform, and it has been designed to give 360-degree view of it. For example, if we see the architecture part of this product, the product itself is an OSGI container, and the platform has been made in such a way that it is horizontally and vertically scalable. The messaging service, authorization, session management, auditing features, document management, and the basic UI and services is designed in such a way that different type of products can be written on top of it, which we call it as plugins. And these plugins can be deployed in such a way that for any user, when if they go for even an on-premise or on a private cloud, a different type of setup is possible for each one of them. So if you look at the platform, what we have provided is the basic administration, user management, data management, and data management is one of the core features in which it helps us to connect to various different sources. So the connections, if you see that we have already provided to most of the RDBMS data sources, big data sources, then your OLAP sources, SAP HANA, or any type of Google type of data sources, Cassandra. OData helps you to connect anything on the cloud which accepts OData, and it directly connects with Spark SQL as well. Apart from that, our one of its kind HTML5 dashboarding product, it helps us in connecting with any sort of offline data sources as well. For example, we can connect with any Excel and CSV data sources, and we can even merge the data coming from all of that. We will touch upon this a little later. So that gives a complete freedom to a BI expert in terms of from where the data is getting pulled and how the data is being presented. So there are different type of plugins which we will talk about. But before that, we'll try to cover basic user management. The user management has been designed in such a way that it can support a multi-tenancy application. The administration will be having different settings for different type of plugins. We'll have basic audit trails and all the type of settings, all Windows AD integration, SAML, OAuth, and different type of security settings as well. So if we come to any business content, for example, if we try to see any of the advanced visualization aspects, you can plot any sort of charts or graphs using our product set, and especially using the HTML5 designer, where you can see that over a timeline chart you can plot the usage of energy on a per hour basis. You can even show the distribution of different type of energies, whether it is solar, wind, or nuclear. You can even have what if type of modules. You can use or create cluster type of patterns and outliers using our predictive analysis product. So predictive analysis product will be having feature in terms of you can select any sort of a data source, which you can do a data preparation. You can add filters or formulas or normalization. You can use standard algorithms where you can, most of the data will be needing to have some type of k-means clustering or forecasting, association, outliers, classification. So one of the best features is that you can write your data, and once you write that data, that data will be available to be consumed in the charts from the dashboard designers. And in some cases, in most of the cases, when you implement it on the enterprise segment, you will be having the workflows which will not just follow the standard algorithms, which is we have used our servers here. So you can write your own custom RL scripts. So once you create your own models, or your data science team creates your own models, you can save them, and then the BI team can just keep on running it, and then can get the data and see the basic visualization part of it. Or you can plot this type of stuff into any of your dashboards. So like in this dashboard where we have developed, we have talked about the churn analysis. So in the churn analysis, we can show this data has come from the logistic regression, which I have just shown you here in my predictive. Moving ahead, this product have many other features, and one of them interesting ones is even survey. So in survey also we provide all different type of features that are possible in any survey. That you can create surveys. There are a lot of questions. Now you can attempt the surveys. While attempting the survey, you can define the key benchmark parameters. These benchmark parameters can be defined on the fly, and as these benchmark parameters as people will fill the survey, these benchmark parameters will be shown, and you can, on a real-time basis, you can see uh, how the survey is going and what type of people are filling the survey and what the results are coming. And if you wanted to see the results of each and every question, you can possibly go and see the again real-time analysis which comes from our survey product. So it already has inbuilt sentiment analyzer engine, which assesses the sentiments on the text-based questions that you are asking in the survey. You can even see your heat map or the heat energy, where the overall feedback of the survey is going. You can go and see how many people are happy or unhappy about it, and you can go and individually see the messages of each individual. Apart from that, you can do in-depth analytics using the dashboard designer by doing a drag and drop, and you can create detailed infographic based dashboards where you can do a specific drill down analysis and or detailed analysis on the survey you have just conducted. The facility that we are providing is there is no ETL aspect required. Whatever survey you are saving or whatever survey you have created, you have to just write queries on top of it one time, and then as survey keeps on happening, the data load can happen automatically, which is your choice at what interval you wanted to load the data. And you can see that the information can be presented as an infographic or a report, which is a live report, reads the real-time data. In some of the cases, what we have seen, and especially in terms of in some of the SMEs type of segment customers, there is a lot of data they want to trap in an Excel file and wanted to use that as a business flow. So for that, what we have done is we have created a business app type of a product. What it does is it helps you to trap your on-the-go information. For example, if I wanted to have some information which I wanted to trap, I can just drag and drop the different type of components. I can drag and drop different type of components and create the forms, and I can publish these forms. These forms will be available on my mobile or on iPad, and your team can just go and update the data on these forms, and it will be able to trap it in such a way that it will give you a real-time analysis. So this we have provided just as a feature to give the basic form-based uh, data input for the companies, which can be used by even enterprises or even small companies. The only thing is we have not done a basic workflow design in this version. Moving ahead, if we go towards, so I have basically touched a little bit about the sentiment analyzer in a way that you can extract the information either directly from social media, or if you have tracked the sentiment in the form of a survey or in the form of an Excel or CSV file, you can just put the data inside the system and can just find out the sentiment around it. Then coming to the one of the most key products here is definitely our flagship product, which is the Dashboard Designer. The Dashboard Designer helps in terms of giving the type of visualization or the advanced visualization, whatever is possible to be provided to our customers in such a way that, and it encompasses more than 50 charts and grids. So you can see that it will be having bullet charts, it will be having advanced charts for outliers, it will be having scorecard, which can be summed at the nth level node. It will be having a sentiment chart which directly maps the emotion and gives the score, and then can be made in such a way. Then you can have some more on the tag cloud or on the word cloud. The timeline we have already talked about. You can show emotions through tree map in terms of how the data has been arranged. Then coming on to data grids, then spider chart and heat map. So then we have some unique ones in terms of chevron and funneling and candlestick. So all these things together make one of the most interesting HTML5 designer, where you don't have to install anything, you just need a login ID password, and then you can create a very powerful visualization where you can extract the information from CSVs or Excels, or you can connect through any of your data web services. At the client level, you can do a merging of the data, or you can read the O data. Everything is possible in this product of ours. And that's how you can see that there are outliers, and then there are cluster patterns, and all those type of things are there. So when we talk about dashboard, so most of the customers say that, okay, this is more of a CXO level story, and the people at the ground level or middle managers, they will be generally expecting a more self-service type of a VI. So what is our answer for that? So we definitely have a self-service story as well, where what happens is we create cubes which can do a very quick calculation and then helps you to give your own sort of visualization. So here we have cubes, and then on the cubes you can give measures and dimensions, and you can decide in terms of how you wanted to create your own measures and dimensions. And on that basis, you can actually You can actually save and then you can modify. This is completely responsive design. You can change the type of charts. You can do filtering. You can add filters. You can have collaboration. You can add alerts. And this is here you can actually choose among multiple cubes together and then create your own story, which we call it as business story or my story. So this is one of the most powerful self BI concepts that we are releasing along with this release. One second, I have to log in. So apart from this, there is one more interesting concept that is there, is to give you the big data analytics. So if you look at our website where we have given you a lot of dashboard gallery, you can go on any brand and then you can extract the information about it from the social media. So if you like to go and see about some of the brands, so this is extracting the real-time information from our social media browser, where on certain labels we have extracted the information or the feedback from Twitter and Facebook on those type of brands, and after scheduling it for some time, this just directly comes inside it, and you can go and see different feedbacks for different cities. For example, if we are doing it on Walmart, you can exactly see what is the sentiment map of the people, the breakdown, the heat map in terms of this, and you can go and actually see all these type of tweets also. So you can track any type of data. You can track the data from weather, you can track the data from different type of websites, and then create correlation stories and different type of different type of business databases. So this gives you a complete idea in terms of what is possible from this product in terms of and how it gives a 360-degree view of data. There are other elements also, but since this is our first session, so we will confine ourselves to this much. So please ask if you have any questions.
So, Arvind, this is Bala. I have a question for you regarding why, if I already have a Tableau implementation in my company, why would I choose to switch to BizViz? What is the advantage that I would have?
Okay, so that's a very interesting question, Bala. But if you already deployed Tableau for your existing business workflow, so then we don't suggest you to move to BizViz, unless if you have, in case of Tableau, probably if you wanted to modify or if you wanted to add the survey feature itself, or you wanted to have business apps being created, or you wanted to, for example, you wanted to have the sentiment analysis part coming in, or if you wanted to add some of the applications. So in our product, there is a facility to even add an application or integrate this with any other reporting engine. So suppose if you have reports from SSRS, or do you have reports on Crystal Report side or on Jasper side. So we have done the integration of all of it. You will be able to bring in all of it and modify this portal and add it. So that will be a benefit for you. In fact, if you have Tableau reports, we can even think of putting your Tableau reports inside this portal as a custom version. So if you are trying to expand and get more better ROI, then probably you can look at BizViz as a solution.
Hello.
Hello.
I want to have I want to ask one question.
Yeah. With this?
As in the demo, we have seen that there is a dashboard designer. So how much time it takes for a layman BI developer or your team for training a person who's sitting on our company who can actually develop basic dashboards, if in case we go for a business dashboard designer?
That's a very interesting question, and I wanted to take example of real case. So what happened is we actually asked a fourth year student to come and learn the product and create dashboards. So he could learn everything and created dashboards related to his own vertical or understanding in terms of education part, and he completed everything in 2 weeks. So he knew basic how to write basic SQLs, and he was aware of basic Java programming as such. And he was able to understand, take the requirements from us, use the different type of tools, and he could write his own dashboard and submitted these 2 dashboards in 15 days. So it's comparatively very simple. So it just takes not more than 1 week for a person to have basic understanding and start creating dashboards. And in case of business story, it is like intuitive and on the fly. I think a person can just learn it in 10 minutes. Does that answer your question?
Yes, like I got my answer. But in terms of days, like as you said that 1 week it will take for our team to understand how business works and how the charting is done.
Yes, absolutely.
And last question from my side, like what is the scope of customization? Like is there any scope of customization on the feature side if in case we want something on the feature side?
Yes, absolutely. So generally how we do it is that because we are a product company, so we will just not go for, we do not encourage too much of small changes and small customizations. But if you are a company which wanted to write some new workflows on top of this product or this platform, where it seamlessly integrates and give analytics to you, then definitely we can go for those type of customizations. And in some cases, there may be customers who will be expecting us to provide a little bit of workflow management by using business apps. So that type of customization also we will be do it. We will be ready to do it. Basically, our aim is to provide and make our customers successful. So we will do whatever is required.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so I think that was a good interaction. We will close this webinar, and we will be having these webinars organized every 15 days, and we will be talking about different industry verticals as well. So we will be putting a webinar section in our website, and then you can ask questions there, and you can post your questions and comments, and then we will be trying to address that in our coming webinars.